History is coming alive in Fort Wayne this weekend.
The steam locomotive 765 will fire up to take hundreds of people on 2 trips across the state. Tonight, News Channel 15's Alyssa Ivinson gives us a preview.
The train will leave for Lafayette tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning as people will have an all-day trip of passenger rail of yesteryear.
It's a sound not heard very often anymore.
Just hearing that whistle from far away brings people to tears.
A machine that puffs and snorts. The powerful and majestic steam locomotive. This is the 765.
It's a lot like having the last Tyrannosaurus Rex. People come from all over the world to ride it, to experience it, to listen to it, to watch it go by. It is sort of a sensory experience, and it's completely unlike anything else out there in the world.
This weekend, people will experience it all up close with the first public passenger train to leave the Summit City in 20 years. 2 round-trip rides from Fort Wayne to Lafayette. Each day, 700 people will pile into vintage passenger cars. The Iron Horse will burn through 18 tons of coal each trip.
What we really hope is that people, when they see the train, they take pause and reflect that this is something that was built in 1944. It runs exactly the same as it did back then.
The Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society restored the engine in 1979. It's one of only 6 across the country still in operation, but many of the other trains stay on looped tracks in a tourist spot.
This is sort of our rocket ship that we take through the main streets and towns of every city east of the Mississippi as much as we and as often as we can.
Tickets for this weekend's trip sold out in 2 hours. It's the last event this year, but more will be sure to come.
There is a lot of demand and interest for these types of experiences and attractions in Northeast Indiana. This really helps us plan for the future to do more stuff locally out of Fort Wayne because this is the engine's home.
The money brought in from the ticket sales for the ride will go to maintaining and restoring the locomotive. In Fort Wayne, Alyssa Ivinson, News Channel 15.